Fixes here, and welcome everyone to this week's video. I am going to show you how I am making repeatable patterns, and I am making repeatable patterns for my end papers in a picture book, and I just felt like maybe this is something you would love to learn. And I'm making repeatable patterns by hand, not on computer, and then I'm gonna scan it, and yeah, I will show you the whole process and also just chat a little bit, put some calm and cozy music. I wanted to create like repeatable patterns, something like these two you can see up here. And I also realized that I really want to have like season change in the book, and suddenly like my mind clicked and I was like, oh, I can make like the front. So like, I don't know, I will show you the example. So the front would be pine cones and pine, and the back could be autumn, like oak leaves. So different end papers, but they could tie the story together really well. I just worked with color palette and also some pine needles and pine cones. And what you will need is a square and any paper, really. This is like really thin paper, and I'm going to show how you can make repeatable pattern. So basically you just fold it in half and then open it, and then fold two sides to the middle as well. I don't remember where I learned this, but it's working really well. Also, you open, then you fold the other side in half. And again in half. Okay, so now you have like 16 squares inside the square. And what you can do is concentrate on this middle part, and you can draw your pattern up here. And then I will show what else you can do. So I will do example and just do like a quick version, and after that I will show you how I will do the actual end papers for a book. So these are just like some oak leaves for now. About the book I'm working on it really slowly, so I think I will give more updates next time, because I haven't had like a lot of time to work on that book, because I'm also like secretly preparing for my next store update, which is going to happen after a few weeks, and I'm preparing some products, and kind of it takes a lot of time for me to like prepare for it, so I just wanted to give update on that as well. Okay, so this is like my middle part, kind of ish, and now what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn it around and open these two sides, and this is where I want this to connect. So I'm just going to draw like picture in between these two lines, like that, and I think something will be here. I will continue this one. So, and then I can open the other side like that, and just continue drawing it. And now I'm kind of completing the other areas. So if we would put next to each other several of those, we have repeatable pattern. And I feel that's how I will do my end papers. And I want to create like mini square of final kind of illustrations, but I feel, because I don't want to fold my final artwork, I will prepare square and use light, no, not light table, I don't have light table, I will use window and I will trace everything, so I will have like super flat surface with the motif. I just finished 2 patterns, so this is with pine tree and this is with acorn and acorn leaves, and my idea is to transfer them on top of these sheets. I'm going to use the mirror to get like light and trace it like that, and these sheets are a little bit bigger, so I can tape it afterwards to the table and paint on top of it and it will not move. So yeah, I'm pretty excited and I will show you the whole process and how I will paint. Hello, this is actually next day and I traced the previous design. I have actually color palette I'm currently working on. I am using Misty Blue Gouache and I decided to paint through, but just little bit so I can see where I did draw with like a pencil, adding a lot of water to the page as well. I have also opened window and door, so if you hear random bird sounds, it's because it's like the birds are super close to me, so yeah. And I also decided like kind of walk through the process and maybe show the second pattern a little bit quicker. And I will also scan the image to the computer and play a little bit in the Photoshop as well. I'm not the best with Photoshop, but I know some things, so hopefully that will help me. Well, the first layer of this design is drying. I just taped the second design and I'm gonna paint it with the gouache as well. I opened the window curtains and it's like little bit, I hope it's not like super contrasting shadow, but yeah, there's like shadow coming from the window. I really like to cover this with paint first, so the pencil marks are a little bit lighter. Okay, so I'm gonna put both of these away close to the sun so they can dry up, and meanwhile I will play a little bit more on the oak leaf color palette. And this is like the background of oak leaves, and this is the background of pine needles. I will put some music in the background and speed this part a little bit up, and I will see you in a bit. I just finished this piece and now I'm going to do the second pattern design, and it's kind of with different color palette I just recently explored. And after that I will show you what I am going to do in the Photoshop and how I'm going to connect them all together, so stay tuned for that. So these are both of the patterns. I just finished them, so this is kind of winter theme and this is autumn theme. Okay, so I have the file I just scanned, and now I'm going to show how I make it into pattern design. I'm not the best at Photoshop, as I said before, but this thing I can I kind of know. So I'm now cropping the image, so I need to be careful to not crop too much or too little. I change the settings. I try to make it as close to this artwork as possible. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to grab the layer, bring into this one, copy and paste, and bring next to each other like that. It actually looks quite nice like that. So I could even like change the angle of the artwork so it doesn't like look super symmetrical. Something like that. And here you have it, the pattern, and it repeats itself. It's not perfect. I would need to kind of change things up so it aligns much better, but this is kind of example. I'm gonna also try it with the second end papers, which is this one. I hope it will align. So let's crop it, and I'm just gonna change some settings a little bit. Sorry if you can hear my computer. It's I don't have a lot of space and it's getting a little bit older, so it's sometimes quite loud. I'm usually changing a little bit of saturation and contrast or lightness. It depends on different things, but yeah, so now I'm gonna bring this one up and just see how it aligns. It's not perfect by no means. It needs some working, but if I'm doing this pattern a little bit quicker, it's not like completely perfect. But I just want to show you example how I can do the pattern. And it's just basically copy and paste, and there you have it. I feel also it's quite symmetrical if I'm looking like that. And if I like it, then it's fine, but if I don't, I could also like change the angle, for example, or maybe make it like that so it doesn't distract us and we cannot like notice where is the symmetry. So for example, okay, so this is just an example, but yeah, so this can also be a pattern. This is the winter, this is the autumn, both patterns. As you can see, this alignment is like completely off, so I would redo it from the beginning and kind of check how this part looks, and in this case it's not perfect with the color. I would probably use clone stamp tool to take the border out and kind of soften it a little bit. This one also doesn't look right, so I would probably like work on these things before I copy and paste all the designs. That way I could have like the perfect balance and it didn't look like squashed or pulled out, if that makes sense. But yeah, I hope this is useful. I hope someone could use this in the future practice. So I'm going to save this file and work on it a little bit more, because this is not like completely perfect, but I really wanted to share this with you. Thank you everyone for watching this week's video. If you did enjoy it, please give a thumbs up so it can reach more people. Also, if you stayed till the end, please write in the comments down below that pattern designs are amazing. So I know you stayed till the end. And also I want to say thank you so much to all of my lovely Patreons who are supporting me on Patreon. I really, really appreciate you all. And also I want to say thank you for all of your opinions about ASMR videos on the last week's video. I had a lot of responses, and now I kind of feel there are two directions: people who just really love the ASMR and people who don't like them at all. So with that being said, thank you everyone. See you next week. Bye everyone. Bye.
Blue moon, been one or two since I ran